Good evening, gentlemen. Today we're going to talk about like the ideal platoon PT plan from my opinion, and talking to my peers and small unit leaders and what they're trying to get out of, and junior Marines and what they want or what issues they have. So first things first, like first line of effort, one focus. So I see a lot of like small unit leaders and stuff who want to do all this crazy stuff. Like, hey, today I'm going to haze them, tomorrow I'm going to run them, the day after that I'm going to make them lift, and then we're going to go to the pool, and then maybe we'll ruck, and then we'll do a log PT. And it's like all these things, but there's no progressive training plan week by week that gets them better and better, or focusing on one thing. It's like you don't have enough time in these 5 days for like 5 hours to make like the hybrid ultra athlete, but you can focus on one thing that's very important. Like this one's focused on running, because cardiovascularly and the PFT and CFT are very heavy running focused, and it's the one issue most Marines have. So, and it's something that if they keep doing, and they do it 5 times a week, that they'll be able to see growth and potential, and they'll know like, hey, every day I'm like running, or I know that I'm going to run, so they can focus their sports around it. They can, like, if they do other things like lift and stuff, they know like, hey, I'm not going to get slayed randomly, or like I just got slayed today and that messed up my leg day, or like my CrossFit whatever, or something BJJ, whatever you want. Like they know like this is the deliberate plan every week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I know what I'm doing on a Thursday. I know I want to, if I do Thursday, on Wednesday, on Thursday night I'm going to do legs, on Wednesday I'm going to do arms, like so on and so forth. So we have one focus should be some sort of cardiovascular. I would say it's running. It's the easiest thing to do. It's the one thing your Marines won't do. So your Marines will run in the morning if you make them. You have 5 hours like to get them to be good runners a week. 5 hours to get them to be good at something. If you try to like cut those down to the other things, it just becomes worse and worse. So, or it becomes less and less meaningful. Anyways, second line of effort, individual effort. So the biggest issue I see with a lot of things is like these platoon runs and these section runs and these random like, oh, we're doing camaraderie shit. No, the problem with those is you have guys who are performing and like super well and like, hey, this is super easy for me. And then you have dudes who are like, this is super hard. So it never works out. The biggest thing you can do is like give them a route, give them a distance, give them a time and stuff, and like have them run in speed groups and like buddy pairs, stuff like that, so they can actually get something out of it. If I told you like, hey, you're going to run with these guys for 40 minutes, but everybody's running at a 10-minute pace and you're a 6.5 minute guy, like you're going to get nothing out of it, and your time wasted, and you're going to feel like there's no progression. You just had to wake up early for no reason. We don't want that. It's the number one thing. And the third thing is Marine based, all like running and swimming and rucking. Like that's all Marine based, because the PFT, CFT is a super heavy run based thing. Swimming gets you better at your swim quals. You can swim qual up, and then fighting, MICMAP, rucking. Marines ruck. That's the important thing, so where there's a TNR task to literally ruck. So it's Marine based in the focus. It's not like some weird CrossFit or running or something. Nothing wrong with CrossFit. I think you want to do that in your own time, but if you're going to make a deliberate training plan for Marines, you got to have it be progressive. You got to have it be focused on one thing. You got to have it be speed-based groups, and it's got to be Marine-based, because the most important thing is the Marines promoting, because if you're going to make them do something for their job, it's got to be correlated to their actual job. So Marines promoting, like PFT, CFT, you have a better PFT, CFT score, you're more likely to promote on JPAS, fit reps, get more money, get more responsibility, rank up faster, so on and so forth. It's the same with like upgrading your MICMAP, being able to actually go through and like swim and pass all your swim calls and so on. All right, more focused into like the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then we'll go up to like what these stars are. So Monday's 3 miles fast, individual pull-up pyramid. So we're adding plyometrics in there just because it's a little bit extra, because 3 minutes should only take around 25 minutes to complete, but you maybe warm up together as a section, then you go and you just give them a route and a time. The reason why this individual thing is important is there's a study that came out with Air Force people, typical, they have a bunch of money, but anyways, they gave them all Garmin's and they said, hey, like, we're not going to PT you, we're not going to do these PT things, you're going to PT on your own time, but you have to follow these Garmin workouts. Because it was individual based, these people's performance went way up instead of going and doing all these like group based running. Everything like you do is like, it should be in speed pairs, it should be individual, pushing yourself to your own limit, or having a buddy who pushes it with you. So anyways, 3 mile fast run, pull-up pyramid. The next day, track workouts. So this is your VO2 maxing. This is your ability to recover and do so, and like getting your speed up, which will make your 3 mile time and your 800 time, your 880 time, whatever you want to call it, faster and faster. So track workout. So like 800 is probably like 8x4, like 400 4x6, 200 2x8, 200 meters 8 times. Equal rest. So like if you run for 800 and it's like so it's like maybe a little bit more based off of like sometimes you want to do like a 3 minute rest for like an 800, probably like a 2.5 minute rest for a 400, and like a 2 minute rest for a 200. Anyways, equal rest, max push-ups. This is like in speed groups, so you have people competing with each other, but it's not people who are like way different. Like you have guys who start and end within 10 seconds of each other. And then max push-ups, just like another suggestion for plyometrics, just like another 5 minute, like one thing they can do to like upgrade their cardiovascular, like muscular ability. Wednesday's that swim day, so this honestly isn't a lot. Like if you look at this whole thing, you're like, oh, that's a lot of running. In all reality, it's a lot of running for someone who doesn't fucking work out or someone who just lifts. And they're like, oh, well, it's gonna mess up my 360-pound squat on Tuesday. And I'm like, dude, no, you can run and do all these things and also squat 360 pounds. It's not that hard at all. This like, they call it hybrid athlete. No, it's just called working out. It's normal. So like, don't think this is a lot of running, not a lot of cardio. You don't have to do your 30-minute walk on the treadmill. There's no difference between your 30-minute walk on the treadmill and you running for 30 minutes. The only difference is you actually got something out of the run cardiovascular wise, and you didn't walking. Like you're burning the same amount of calories, exerting the same amount of energy, but you're not exerting it at a different pace. Like I don't believe in the whole I need to like save myself for my gains, I can't do cardio. Yeah, BS. Swimming though, it is kind of a rest from your legs, and then you swim PT cards, like you do the McWiz ones, or you can do the recon ones. Both are really good. Thursday is kind of your longer day, doing like a fartlek, some sort of like 6 sets of 3 minutes hard, 2 minutes easy. So like 3 minutes at 90%, like your max effort, and then 2 minutes easy. And then, or like something like a 4x4, Norwegian 4x4, which is 4 minutes hard, and then 3 minute rest. And then you just do that 4 times. And then Friday, we're rucking and we're fighting. We ruck on Fridays because rucking sucks, and we're fight because we're war fighters, and that interpersonal violence is key to our success and keeping that cult-like mindset in our heads. So that being said, you also have like things that'll be more on the fun side and like the competition aspect. So I think like making a board and having like each team score on the board based off of like 1,000-pound club, like ranking everybody in the based off their weight and how much they lift, like the squat, bench, deadlift, ranking everybody, and then giving them points associated, your PFT, CFT score, points associated, swim qual, points associated based off what swim qual you have in your MIC-MAP. This puts the onus on the small unit leaders, like, hey, like your unit, like your small unit's kind of performing not as well as the other ones, and you keep it on a board and they have a competition, they're looking at each other, and you like re-record and you put new points and you re-edit it, and you can put it on an Excel sheet is the easiest way to do it, but it puts that onus on that small unit leader to make his guys better physically. This is 5 hours a day. It's not a lot. And then you can add on these things like, hey, dude, you're going to go like to this MIC-MAP course. I know you're a tan belt and I want you to pick up. And I know that you need to pick up in order to pick up corporal or something like that so you can get more points. Like that's important to the Marines, is that they do the Marine thing that makes them a better Marine. So having them have that competition, having the small unit leaders have some onus for their guys to make them better is huge. All right, that's it. Thank you.